This is the one with the disc or without the disc?
Not a bad price. That's not bad either.
What is good, everyone? Decan here today, and thank you for tuning in to the Retro World. Guys, we got a pretty cool episode for y'all today. We're hitting up pawn shops, we're hitting up thrift stores. Y'all know what we like to do here on this channel. We like to find games, and we like to find them cheap. If you're new here, we go video game hunting every Friday morning at 8 a.m. Central Time. We pretty much go to all these places that I just mentioned. We try to find deals through like Craigslist, Facebook Market, and we try to find games really cheap to add to the collection, or sometimes we'll find other things to flip in order to make a little bit of money to essentially buy more games for the collection. That's what it's all about. Guys, let's get to it. Good. How you guys doing? Good. Ooh, bunch of DVDs. Okay.
Y'all watch, because I can't do this all the time.
That's cool.
Okay, time to hire somebody to do it.
I don't have it. It had a stand and a light trying to show me. Thanks.
Oh, this is cool. It's a puzzle. Yo, this was a freaking pretty good score, y'all. We spent $2 on this. I think this alone is worth around 30 or 40, and then these brand new are worth about 10. We're starting this off pretty nice. Y'all, do not freaking sleep on these little voice recorders. Sometimes they're not worth too much, but if you find the right ones, they're worth a pretty decent amount. Hopefully this thing works, because if not, we'd have to just probably sell it for parts. But guys, we got this stuff for $2. I'm pretty sure we'll make a little bit of money off of that, and then this will definitely help pay for hopefully some more yard sale and thrift finds. Let's keep going. All right, guys, in between checking out yard sales, we are stopping at this pawn shop. Sometimes they have some pretty good games. Let's go see.
Want to pick up
I can't pretend a game. If y'all go down, then I'd consider it. But, yeah, I know. That's a good deal, but you know, I gotta find the games cheap. Super cheap. All right, guys, nothing there that really caught my interest. They're usually like kind of strict on the prices here. Sometimes they'll take the tax off, but you know, it is what it is, and that's just how people run their business, and that's fine. I'm not really judging that. But anyways, guys, let's get back to some sales. Alrighty, guys, nothing for me at that yard sale. I did ask if they had games, and they said, oh, we already sold the Nintendo. Love that. Oh, these phones are cool. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Ooh, I get that. Let's see. All right, guys, y'all already know we always ask if they have games at every sale, but it's important to ask because you don't know if they have stuff in their house. You don't really ever know what's going to happen when you ask. But in this case, they're like, oh, I actually have a bunch of Wii games. They're not here. If you want to give me your phone number, I'll send you a picture later and, you know, maybe make a deal. So we did that, exchanged contact information, and hopefully something pops off with that later on today or maybe tomorrow. But that's just another good way to build locally. So once again, always ask if they have games. Okay? Video games or anything like that by chance? No Nintendos laying around? No. I gotcha.
I wish we did.
Yeah.
I have the iMac computer though.
Oh, cool.
And you're interested in that. It's a smaller screen.
Yeah, no, I think I'll probably well, actually, I'm kind of curious, like, how much?
250.
250? Okay. Yeah, I think I'll probably pass on that. I kind of like looking for video games and things like that, but I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, nothing there that I was really after. That mug that we saw, I saw one on eBay. Someone was trying to sell it for like 15 or 20 bucks, but I couldn't find a sold listing on it, so I didn't really want to take the chance, even though it was only a quarter. I figured someone else can have it. Let's keep going. Morning, how you doing today?
How are you doing?
Pretty good. You guys happen to have any old like video games and things like that by
I
chance?
don't have any video games.
No?
No,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No
He
problem.
might, no promises, but he's like really interesting.
Oh, I'll go check. I didn't even know there was another sale there. Thank you.
Yeah, the truck is hiding it.
Okay, yeah, I'll go check it out.
And then there's like some people.
Morning, guys. How y'all doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. All right, guys. We stopped at another sale, and I started having a conversation with the owner, so I did not have time to film, but I'm going to show you guys what we picked up. Alrighty, guys. Something I actually have not picked up here on this channel is freaking old cell phones, like flip phones. So they had 3 of these phones sitting there, and I looked this one up. Hold on, sorry. I looked this one up right here, and the one I saw on eBay was worth around like, I want to say it was like 20, maybe 30 bucks. So I figured, you know what, if we can get these cheap enough, why not? We spent a total of $8, and there's 3 of these old like flip phones. So $3, even if we have to sell them for excuse me, not $3, $8 total. Even if we have to sell these for parts, I figured, you know, it's $8. We're going to take the risk on it. So y'all keep in mind, old phones sometimes have decent value. Kind of crazy. Let's keep going. Nope. That's kind of cool. Oh, these are cool. I think I saw the advertisement y'all had on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Cool. Hey, you guys have a lot of awesome stuff here.
Thank you. Buy some of it.
We'll see. I'm always going for games, but I don't like to spend a lot on them either, so that's kind of where I'm at. But I'll definitely look and see what y'all have. They're all priced differently, or
Everything in the bin there is $3.
$3 each?
Yeah.
Okay. See if there's anything I don't have yet at this point. Those. Do you guys collect games too? Like you have a whole room full of like the good, like the Nintendo games and stuff, or no?
No, I'm a reseller, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a reseller.
I do a little bit of both. Mostly collect, but sometimes, you know, if I already have a game, I'll
Yeah.
sell it off. So cool, man.
Oh. I want to look over at your games too.
All right, guys. So nothing at this sale that I was particularly after. They did mention that they are actually resellers, which that's fine. I have no problem with that. And, you know, sometimes that can come in handy, you know, making friends with local resellers. Maybe he'll get a bunch of stuff one day that, I don't know, maybe it's something that I'm really after, and maybe he'll cut me a deal. But I don't know. I've actually gone here, I think, once or twice before, and they do yard sales like every weekend. But yo, I respect the hustle, so that's what's up. Let's keep going. Guys, let's check out the Salvation Army. Wow. All right, guys, nothing there for me today except the same games we saw last time. This is the one with the disc or without the disc?
I don't know. Can you tell?
What's wild is I have not seen.
If I took it out, would you know?
I don't think it has the spot for the disc. I think it's the digital one. Maybe.
Does it say?
I don't know.
Sony's game consoles.
It's the first time I've seen one, so like I don't.
Yeah, it glows blue when you power it up.
Oh,
2
that's
terabyte. Sits in a cooling fan.
Dang. It's crazy. Man, same games we've seen already. Nothing crazy there. Game Boy printer? Yeah, I remember seeing that in here. Those things are pretty cool too.
Yeah, you don't see those very often.
Yeah, I think just because this is Nintendo and it's obscure, I think I'm gonna get that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Alright guys, they just put out some new games. $4, that's a deal. Let's see what else we got. We got The Sims 3. I mean, maybe. $4. And we got Vegas Party. Well, we'll see. Y'all, I am so freaking confused. So first of all, we saw a PS5. That was freaking crazy. I just forgot about it for a second. I was like, wait, there was something we saw at the beginning. What was it? Y'all, PS5? Now, I don't know what those things are going for right now, and I thought that was the digital only, but it could have been the one with the disc drive. I'm not sure. That's the first time we've seen like a PS5 for sale like that. I've gone to like a bunch of Walmarts, Targets, Best Buy. Like, I don't see PS5s. Not that I would buy one for what they go for. That's way more than what we like to spend here on this channel. But anyways, that was sick. Y'all, we waited. We weren't really waiting. We were looking at games, and they brought out new games. That's actually never happened while I've been there. But I'm glad we did, because we saw The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. It is complete, so that's awesome. And it was only $4. So that's a pretty good deal. But guys, the reason I'm like super confused is because of this. Y'all, what the heck is this? It says 1990, manufactured exclusively for ALS Industries Incorporated. I've never seen this. I don't know what this is. And of course, I'm sure most of y'all are like, dude, it's a piece of plastic. Why are you freaking out? But y'all, it's Nintendo. I even told them that. I was like, yo, it doesn't matter to me. Like, it's just the fact that it's something weird and obscure and it's made by Nintendo. I have to have that. It says it's a game tray holder, but we tried putting in like, oh, for example, here's a Super Nintendo game I have from another video y'all have seen. And yeah, like, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe this is for NES games, but it's rounded. Y'all, if I find out more, I'm going to let you guys know. But if not, y'all comment below and let me know, like, I don't know, send me a freaking picture on Instagram of like what this is for, or a video. If someone's made a video on this, like, just let me know how the freaking game fits in there. If not, hopefully we find out when we get home. Maybe it's for like Game Boy games, like in the box. I don't know, y'all, but I'm so stoked on a piece of plastic. It is freaking ridiculous. Anyways, guys, let's keep going. All right, guys, quick little update on this weird oddity we picked up from the pawn shop. The games do fit, but they fit on it upside down. Like, look, I tried doing this, and it's like, that doesn't work. Look at this. Or does it? Yeah, come on, really? Like, is that... I mean, this looks a lot better than that over there, but watch. Like, one little move, and it kind of... I don't know, y'all. Maybe like a boxed NES game would fit in here better. It's just weird because it's round on the bottom. I will admit, this looks like that looks really bad. So I guess this kind of makes more sense. That does not sit right with me. Like I cannot believe this is like what games were just like held up in. Y'all drop that freaking comment. We're not professionals here, clearly, at the Retro World. We just buy things and we learn as we go. But I guess, I mean, this is kind of sick. It makes sense. I don't know. Just want to give y'all a little update. I haven't looked on Google or found a video on YouTube yet, so I'm going to assume it's something like this. All right, let's keep going. Okay, guys, I'm at a local thrift store. Came across this Barbie figure. They're selling it for $6 and it's worth around 20. Not like the best flip. I'm actually going to pass on it, but just wanted to show y'all. All right, guys, we just left the thrift. I just wanted to talk about that Scarface light. I thought that thing was pretty sick. I've never really come across that before, or like an older like 90s style lamp that looked really sick. I thought about picking it up. It was only $10, and I think I saw some sold listings on eBay for like 20 plus shipping, but that's not really something I was looking to pick up to flip unless it was worth like 50, 60 bucks. But that would have been a really like sick collection piece just to have. I freaking love Scarface. The movie is awesome. But I don't really have the space for it. So sometimes, you know, this goes through my mind. I'm like, do I really like want this? I'm like, yes, but like, do I have the room for it? And it's like, I just got to leave stuff behind sometimes. But anyways, not really anything happening today, but sometimes it's like that. Let's keep going. Okay, guys, so a few of y'all have been asking to see some of the eBay and like the reselling side, so I figured I would just show a few items that sold recently, and I'll give you more or less what was spent on them and how much it sold for. So these 3 items right here, nothing crazy by any means. This shirt honestly has just been sitting in the closet for a long time. First of all, I'm not a Tim McGraw fan, so sorry to let some of y'all down. I picked this up, I want to say it was either at a thrift store or maybe even the bins. So I think I had about $1 into this shirt. It didn't sell for much, but it will end up bringing in a few dollars profit. It sold for $8 with free shipping. So after fees, we're honestly looking at maybe like $2 profit, but it's not going to be hard to ship. We're literally just going to throw it in a poly mailer, and you know, $2 is better than nothing. Definitely nothing crazy for this one, but still. This one sold for $13.99. I always make sure to open up these controllers and clean them. And I take up close pictures of anything like this whenever I sell something, just so the buyer is completely aware. But yeah, $13.99. This came in a lot a long time ago, so this is going to be technically all profit after fees. We're probably looking at around maybe like $7 after shipping and fees, somewhere around there. And then guys, you probably get these all the freaking time whenever you pick up Wii bundles. If you already have one or a couple of these, you don't need any more. This sold for $8.99 with free shipping, and once again after fees and shipping costs, you're probably looking at like maybe $2. So nothing crazy here, but these are all super easy items to ship. So I just wanted to check in with you guys with a little bit of the resale side of things. Okay guys, and just to go ahead and show y'all another bit of the process, we already got the shirt in the poly mailer. We got the NES controller bubble wrapped and ready to be put in another poly mailer. And then we have the Wii wheel, once again bubble wrapped and ready to be put in a poly mailer. After that, we're just going to print labels and then we will drop them off at the post office. That is pretty much it. Yo, it is a brand new day, and guys, we're about to go hit up hopefully the pawn shop and maybe a thrift store. Kind of playing it by ear. We don't have a whole lot of time, but we're definitely gonna make a few rounds and hopefully we find something good. It's been like a few days, at least here, since I've gone to any of these places, and usually when I wait a few days, I go to the same places again, and there's almost always something there. So fingers freaking crossed.
Not a bad price. That's not bad either.
Oh my god, look, Xbox. Guys, oh my God, I don't even know if we should hit up any other thrift stores at this point because we just freaking scored. So it's weird. Y'all drop a comment right now and let me know if there's probably like some of your favorite places you go to, especially if you're video game hunting, you know, once, twice a week, however many times. Let me know if you guys ever have kind of like a good feeling before you leave the house. Like, ooh, I got a good feeling. It's been a while since I've checked these places. And exactly like that's how I felt. I get in and I'm like, okay, I see some mini consoles. I see the NES and the SNES, and they're marked at $50 each. And I'm like, you know, those prices aren't horrible, but they don't come with like the controllers and the cables, or at least that's what I thought. I asked them about it because I was gonna get just the Super Nintendo either way, because $50 for the mini is a pretty good deal. And they're like, oh, let me get you the cables. And I'm like, huh? So they pull out these freaking bags. Like, I'm not kidding. Here's the bag. And also, they had this with 50 on it, but it says 2 of 2. And I'm like, so this isn't an extra $50. And he's like, no, that means you get all of that for $50. And I was just like, at this point, like, I'm like, okay, let's get the freaking NES as well, because that's an amazing deal. Guys, we spent a total of $150.12. I think we're gonna go hit up another thrift store or so because I still have a little bit more time. I don't expect anything crazy to happen after this, but we're gonna get back to the house and we're gonna take an up close look at everything we picked up. I'm pretty stoked on the games too. We definitely got a few games we're adding to the collection. All right, guys, y'all can tell I'm hyper. I've been rambling. Oh man, I'm feeling good, baby. Let's keep going. All right, guys, we're gonna pop in at the Salvation Army real quick. Fingers crossed. Okay, guys, tons of DVDs. Y'all let me know if you see anything here that kind of catches your eye, because sometimes I miss a lot of stuff. All right, guys, I always like to check this particular area of the Salvation Army. What is this? Yo, I gotta look this up. This looks insane. Okay, guys, so this is actually only for $3, and they have it on eBay selling for about $20, $25 plus shipping. I think I'm gonna pass on it though. It's just kind of bulky, and I'm kind of lazy sometimes when it comes to this type of stuff. So maybe somebody else will pick it up. Okay, guys, now this, on the other hand, I don't know. I got a better feeling about it, but it is priced at $15. Let's check it out. Okay, guys, I could not find a sold listing on this one, so I am gonna leave it behind for the next person. So sometimes Legos is something to keep an eye out for. This is only $2 for the bag, but this doesn't really seem like it's worth it to me. If there was a bunch of the actual small figures, I would definitely pick it up, but it's just a bunch of random stuff. Still kind of cool to see for $2 though. All right, guys, we just left the Salvation Army. Nothing there that I was really wanting to deal with in terms of flipping or, you know, buying for the collection. That keyboard was pretty interesting, and if I was like maybe full-time reselling, pay $3, sell it for $20 plus shipping, like I'd probably do it. But a lot of the times I see these like super bulky items and I just don't want to deal with it. Now, for example, if that keyboard would have been worth like $50, $60, $100 or something, then it's like, all right, let's spend $3. Let's, you know, test the waters with it. But whenever I was like messing with those keys, it was kind of sticky, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to deal with it. But guys, sometimes that's how it goes. And yeah, y'all drop comments and let me know if you saw anything in there that I missed. I looked up some of those DVDs. I didn't really see anything, but there were a bunch, and unfortunately I don't have enough time to go through all of them today. But guys, let's keep going. And just kidding, guys. I thought we were gonna hit up some other thrift stores, but we actually ended up going home instead. So now that we're back at the house, we're gonna take an up close look at everything we just picked up. Okay, guys, we're gonna talk about the first thing we pretty much saw right when we got in there. So as we're looking behind the glass case, we see this Super Nintendo Classic, and you know, we see the price. We're like, yo, $50 is already a pretty good deal. We were kind of going back and forth on it. You know, of course, we had to go check out the games, and once we got up to the register, we found out that it does include the controller and the cables. And I had to ask them like 3 times because I saw the price on there. I saw 50 and I saw 50, and I was like, you mean this is not 100, right? Like, this is 50 for everything. He's like, yeah, 50 for everything, because it says 1 of 2 and then 2 of 2. So I was like, sold. Like, obviously I was already getting this, but then in my mind I was like, wait a second, there was an NES Mini over there, and if it's the same price, then yeah, we're gonna pick that up. So this right here was $50 freaking dollars. And then of course, they pretty much sold us on this too. So $50 for this. And I thought that was a pretty good deal, mostly because it came with the cables and the controller. If this was just the NES for $50, it still would have been an all right deal, but I probably would have passed. This kind of sweetened it up. So guys, we spent $100 on just this right here. And I think the value of this right here alone, I think is 100. And then maybe this is like another 100. So I'm not too sure. But definitely pretty good. All right, guys, then we're gonna go and talk about the games we picked up. Y'all know it's all about the freaking games. So we got Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, and this is the first one for PS3. It was priced at $6. I figured, why not? We don't have this game in the collection yet, and it's not a horrible price. So $6, I'm cool with that. Also, we picked up Naruto, and this is Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. So we picked up 1 and 2. I feel like I've played, I don't know if it was this part of the series. Someone drop a comment and let me know how many of these games there are. For some reason, I feel like I played something on a PS4, and I thought maybe it was like the 4th installment in this series. But honestly, there's a lot to keep up with video games. I have no idea if it's even the same series. But once again, this right here was $6. I figured, why not? Guys, anytime we see PS2 games we've never really come across before, I'm usually pretty interested. So guys, we got this one, Eve of Extinction. This one was priced at $6. It looks pretty interesting. I figured, why not? Same goes for this game right here, The Legend of Alan Dar. It says great RPG giveaway, some old sticker on here. I don't know. This one was $6. Once again, I figured, why not? Guys, we got Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. This one was priced at $6 as well. So, you know, these are some pretty decent prices for these games. And then I've never come across this one before. So we have Spawn, Armageddon. This one was priced a little bit higher. And yeah, so $15, which honestly for this game is still a pretty good deal. Last time I checked, I think it was worth like 20 or 25. So what was cool though is because I was buying so much stuff, even though normally they don't do any sort of discounts on newer games, I always ask. I'm like, hey, if I'm getting a bunch of stuff, you know, can y'all do anything? Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. They told me they would do $1 off each of the games. So instead of $6 a piece for these, we spent $5. And then this one was actually 14. So all in all, 150 or whatever it was. I showed y'all the receipt earlier. Guys, we're gonna take a quick second. We'll plug these into price charting and we'll see how we did. All right, guys, we spent about 150 on everything you're seeing here, and it's showing a total potential value of 227. Now keep in mind, condition does change prices. For example, that Spawn game, I was seeing copies on eBay sell for like $28, $29. So keep in mind, prices do go up and down. And then also, I want to say I saw the Super Nintendo Classic Edition go for a little bit more than that. I saw a loose one sell for like 70 or 80 at the time of this video. So I don't think this value is actually right for once. I think it's actually a little bit under, or maybe a lot under what it actually should be. But either way, guys, not a huge deal. You know, we still got a pretty good score. All right, guys, that is going to be it for today's episode. If y'all enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, hit that freaking subscribe button. Also, y'all drop a comment and let me know what your favorite thing was in today's episode. I've actually got two favorites. We got Spawn, Armageddon, and then we have Eve of Extinction. Just because I've never seen these games out in the wild, and then I've actually never played either of these either. So the more of like the gamer side of me is stoked. It doesn't really matter with the values. It's just like, cool, we get to play some new games. So I appreciate all of y'all. Until next time, peace.